Well, welcome. I just gave you this course information sheet for our class. Computer title is Computer Servicing and Repair, and I gave just some basic information about the class here, and I'll tell you about it as well. And you didn't get one of these. Did everybody get one of these? All right. Let's set the rest. Yeah. Well, as it says here, this is an introductory course in assembling, upgrading, and repair of personal computer systems. And the course is based on the Computer Technology Industry Association, CMPET, A+ certification. One of our primary goals in this class is to learn the equivalent of a year's experience as a computer, or what we call it, information technology technician or IT technician. Somebody who helps people with computers and keeps computer systems running and networks and servers and things like that. So people that are, also call them computer support specialists, people that help people with computers and support people using them. So that there's a certification called the A+ certification on which this course is based. And the purpose of the class is to help you to not only get experience in that area, but also to pass that certification exam. The certification exam has two parts to it. And it's something you take in a testing center. As part of the class, it's an option that you take that test, and if you want, we will simulate that test as well. In fact, our final exam for this class is a simulation of the A+ certification exam, at least the parts that we cover in this class. The A+ certification has two parts to it. It's actually two tests. We will be focusing on the first test, the first part, more or less. And then there's a second semester of this class, and it focuses on the second half. So it's too much for one semester. There's a resource we're going to use for the class. It's kind of like our textbook, but it's online. It's not a book that you physically apply, but rather it's a subscription to an online, I call it, like an online textbook, but it's more than that. It's also a simulator that simulates a lot of the tasks that a IT technician or computer support specialist would perform. And this certification, it helps you also, is aimed at helping you pass the A+ certification. And there's information on our syllabus here on how to get a subscription for that. So that rather than getting a textbook, you're getting a subscription. The subscription is for this class and for the follow-on class. It works for both of them. So if you get one, you can keep. It's good for a year and a half, 18 months. So if you take this class and the class that follows it, you can use it for both. Or even if you don't take the second class, you can still, of course, go through the lessons and the simulations and so forth, and the just like as if you own the textbook. So I have the information there where to get that. You can get it at a bookstore, or you can get it from the company directly. The company's name is TestOut. They're the publisher, and it costs $125. I think the bookstore is a little more expensive, but you have to maybe check on that. At least sometimes it has been. They have a markup. So, but sometimes, so if you're there's any preference, they stock several. All it is a piece of paper with a code on it. They give you a piece of paper with a code on it so that you can get into your subscription. And we use that as part of our class then and we will, in fact, I'll show you it today. I'll go ahead and use it and show it to you and show you some of the things that it does. So we meet here at 9:30, and it's a lecture lab class. So we use that time different ways. We have some things we do. We do the simulations and the test out. It's called PC Pro. Test out PC Pro. That's the name of the online resource that we're using. Has a lot of simulations, and then we do some of those simulations with real equipment, with hardware. So that's why those are lockers back there. We have computers in there. Computers even look like the ones, somewhat like the ones in the simulation. They're Dells. So we use those for some of the same sorts of activities with real computers. There's also an online version of this class, and that's why I'm recording everything we do in here so they can kind of be part of the class. In fact, I'm using Google Live, which means that somebody could join us live, and they probably do that sometimes if they want to, if they're able to. But it also gets recorded and it's available then on YouTube. And I'll put the link on the class website on Canvas. So we'll be using Canvas, our school's course management system, which is called Canvas. I'll show you that too. And then I will, of course, they are online, so they join us. They can join us through that online Google Live, or it's also called Google Hangouts. And I ask you as part of the class to create an account on Google for that purpose, so you can use it too. Because I'll use it in class sometimes. In here, we'll make it as a way of interacting, just have like little pop quizzes and things, or other things like that. Just a way to interact with each other. Okay, and there's information on there about our office hours before class here. So if you need some extra help, I'll be here, or you call me, or you can send me an email through you can send me messages through Canvas, or even we can use Google Hangouts if you can't you want to talk to me over the internet. And all our assignments will be all posted on Canvas, and that includes the things that are part of the test out resource that we use, Test Out PC Pro. And they're all linked to, they'll all be on Canvas in the modules. In fact, I'll just show you that. Here's on our script, on the screen up here, we have the front page of Canvas. You log in to Canvas. So today you want to be sure you can do that, because we'll be using this all the time. There's my picture there, a little information about that. Again, how do you get the Test Out Lab Sim PC Pro? And where to get it. Then I kind of try to keep things pretty simple. If you click here, there's a thing called modules. Basically, there's a grade book here. There's the thing that's called people. It just lists everybody in our class. If you want to communicate with somebody else in the class, you can send messages. And modules. And modules is where we put everything. Let me put this on the screen here so everybody can see this. What I'm talking about is this is the Google Hangouts. Oops, that does a funny thing when you put it on the screen here. It sees itself. But you've got, this is the home page when you log into Canvas, and then there's the grade book here, grades, and then there's modules. And modules is where everything goes for the class. So I put these, what you do is you basically do them in order. And first part is just general information. There's some welcome to the class information there at the syllabus I just gave you. That's the wrong date I put on there. Oops. Oh well. And this some other information. There's information about the Test Out PC Pro and the CompTIA A+ certification on which this class is based. And then the first thing to do, for you to do other than look at stuff here, is to just make a little brief introduction to yourself. Write a little thing on it, so introduce yourself. So just click on that, and there'll be a little box you can enter your reply, and so some people have already done that. So this is something everybody can see in the class. So if you just want to say something about yourself, you can also upload a picture of yourself. And then there's, I ask you to create a Google YouTube account. If you might already have one. If you have a Gmail account, you already have one. You don't have to make another one unless you want to. And the other thing I ask you to do is to create a LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like Facebook for business. And what that is it's a great place to put things about yourself that, kind of like your resume or vitae. Information about yourself that for future opportunities, jobs, things like that. So that's what the LinkedIn is for. So you create a LinkedIn account, and then what I'll do is, when I have a LinkedIn account, I'll connect to you. You'll be my friend on there. Sort of like I said, like Facebook. And then there's a little explanation here about something called LTI linking. That's learning technology integration. What that is when you use Test Out, it's linked to our class website. So what I ask you to do is to launch all of the Test Out things from Canvas. So I have a little video about it here, but basically, if you click on the link here, this is the very first one that involves Test Out PC Pro. Click on that. It opens up a page here, and it says, please watch the video. And the video is on Test Out, on the Test Out web server. But the way you start it is you click this button, it says launch. And the reason why you do that is that connects it then to the Canvas records as well. So it keeps a record of everything you do. And even just playing a video, it will do that. So I'm going to show you the video here. Now, I know you don't all have Test Out yet. In fact, I'll go through a lot of these things with you in class. And I'll make these videos, they actually are going to be on YouTube. But of course, this is copyrighted stuff, so I can't make it public. So it's going to, what they call unlisted videos. So you can't find them by searching. You have to know the URL with the password in it. We'll have that linked in on Canvas, so you can watch it there too, if you want. Of course, you'll have direct access to this.